Namaste everybody, and welcome to the beach. Today we're going to do one of our beginner flows where we're really going to focus on the sun salutations. There's 3 different variations. You have your traditional, your A, and your B. When we throw them all together, you can have a really quick, nice yoga flow, or you can throw in some transitions and really just make it your own thing. So we're going to go with the traditional one first. We'll move into A, we'll move into B, and then I'll show you some fun transitions with them so that way you can really just mix it up, use them as a warm-up, use them as a workout, use them to fill your yoga flows to make them longer without having to think as much. So we'll hit the mat. We're going to start first in just a nice seated position, find our breath, get started, and then we'll hit into the different sun salutations. So let's get ready, meet you on the mat. All right, everybody, we're gonna start in a seated position. Your legs can be curled, crossed, applesauce, or they can be straight out in front of you like a staff pose. Whichever one's really more comfortable for you. All we're gonna do is we're gonna start up with setting our breath. In most traditional yoga classes, setting your intentions, whatever you so choose for this. What I use it for is just to get our breath set because we want to keep that constant flow. So when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just eyes open or closed, hands in a comfortable position. I just want you to breathe in, really feel your stomach, your diaphragm. We're not moving the shoulders as much through these breaths. So on our inhale, we breathe in, and our exhale, we breathe out, contracting the stomach. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. One more time. Beautiful. We're just going to warm up our spine a little bit. This is not part of the sun salutation. It's just always a good idea to warm up a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead and twist off to the left for a nice spinal twist. Breathing through our stomach again. Big breath in and out. One more. And out. Beautiful. Twist off to the right. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Good. We're going to go ahead and forward fold over our legs, whether they're crossed or out in front of us. You can come to your hands. You can come to your forearms, or you can reach all the way out. All we're trying to do is just breathe through here. So big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. Rise back up. We're going to go ahead and come into our tabletop position. So we're on our hands and knees. If this is uncomfortable, get a nice little bolster under your knees to kind of help protect that, or double up your mats. So from here, your toes can be curled or flat, whatever's better. And we're just going to breathe in, drop the stomach, and out, round the spine. Just a nice little cat-cow variation, just warming up the spine again. Each inhale, drop the stomach, rise the chest. And each exhale, curl the spine. Beautiful. Let's go through 2 more. Really enjoying the warm-up. Good. Beautiful. And then on this last one, come back to neutral tabletop. The toes aren't curled, curl them, and we're going to go ahead and send our butt back for down dog. First one of the day. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Look at your hands. You're just going to walk your feet to the top of the mat for a forward fold. So it's a quick little warm up just to get ourselves moving. Truly, go ahead and rise up into tall mountain. Truly a sun salutation, the traditional one, is what I use as a full-blown warm up. So we're going to go through that. I'm going to take it step by step. It'll be a little slow, and then we'll kind of pick it up, and I'll show you some different ways to make it your own. So right here in tall mountain, we're at the top of our mat. Your feet can be as close together, as far apart as what you'd like. And we're going to inhale our arms up. Take a little back bend, as much as what's comfortable. Our glutes are tight to protect that low back. Big breath in. Feel the expansion in your stomach and chest. And then on our exhale, we're going to forward fold. Wonderful. We're going to place our hands on the mat. Your knees can be as bent or as straight as you'd like in this one. Big breath in and out. Big breath in. And then our next exhale, we're going to plant our hands, bend your knees as much as possible. That's comfortable for you. You're going to take this left foot, step it back, lower the back knee, uncurl the toes, and you can have one of 2 options. You can stay here with your hands on the mat, tends to be less of a hip flexor stretch, but if you feel like you're really tight, stay here. Otherwise, you can rise up and put your hands on top of your right thigh. Just really stretch into that hip flexor. This is a great, so runner's lunge, a hip flexor stretch. This is a great stretch if you sit all day. This is a great stretch if you are working on getting into squats. This is a great stretch. Let's just put it that way. So what you're gonna do here is I want you to focus on breathing through the stomach and exhaling. And each time you exhale, you're just sinking a little deeper into this hip flexor. You may not get as stretchy as I am getting. I do this one quite often, but it's really good to get deep down into it. It really stretches your hip flexors and your capsules of your hips. Beautiful. So once we've taken a few breaths here, we're gonna plant our hands. We're gonna take that right foot and take it all the way back to meet the left. However you choose to get there. You can take it straight into tabletop, or you can take it straight back into plank. We're gonna be in plank, and we're gonna lower down through push-up or chaturanga. You can do that through your knees being lifted straight down, or you can drop the knees and go straight down. You are then gonna push up into up dog. Up dog is different than cobra in the aspect that up dog, you're only supposed to be on your hands and your feet. Cobra, you're on your thighs. So take your pick, whatever one you have strength for. And then we're gonna send our butt back for down dog. Great, in down dog, you have the option of just staying here for 2 breaths, or you can walk your dog, which is dropping your heels and just walking it back and forth, really stretching out those calves and hamstrings. Beautiful. Then again, you're gonna take that left foot, and however you choose to get there, whether you take multiple steps or 1 step, place it between your hands, lower that back knee, and again, you can stay here and uncurl the toes. You can stay here with your hands on the mat, or you can rise up for that full hip flexor stretch. Big breath in and out. Big breath in. Each exhale, sink deeper into that hip flexor. Big breath in and out, one more time. Beautiful. And then we're gonna place our hands, and our right foot is gonna come up to meet the left for a forward fold at the top of the mat. Your knees can be as bent or straight as you see fit. And we're just gonna stay here, big breath in and out. Then in our next inhale, rise all the way up, arms come up by your ears, tall mountain. Beautiful. So that is traditional sun salutation. We can go through that as many times as we want. We're gonna go through it traditionally one more time, and then we're gonna show you some different ways to make it your own. So on our inhale, rise up, hands come up. You're gonna take a little back bend. Your hands can be apart or they can be clasped together. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, bend your knees, take that left foot, step back, lower the knee, uncurl the toes, and we're gonna rise up into a nice hip flexor. Your hands can stay on the mat, or you can rise up into this runner's lunge. Big breath in and out. One more time. Beautiful. Plant your hands, come back into tabletop position or plank. You can either go through a traditional chaturanga or push up, or drop your knees and take one that's modified. We're gonna lower down, uncurl the toes, come up to up dog or cobra. Big breath in and out. And then on our next exhale, send that butt back for down dog. Beautiful. Breathing, 1 breath in and out. And then we're gonna take that left foot, step it between our hands, lower that back knee, and again, hands on the mat or rise up for a runner's lunge. Big breath in and out, stretching that hip flexor. Beautiful. Big breath in and out. Plant your hands, bring that right foot up to meet the left for a forward fold. 2 big breaths here. Breathing's my favorite. Wonderful, and then inhale, rise up. So there's our traditional sun salutation a little faster. So now let's go ahead and I can't speak, I apologize. We're gonna show some different ways that we can make it a little bit different with the same steps. So inhale, rise up. We're gonna do what we call a spinal dance. So you can go side to side, keeping your feet grounded, and just really stretch out that spine, get it moving, take a little back bend, and then exhale, forward fold. Plant your hand, that left foot's gonna step back, lower the back knee. This time, bring your hands together. You can either just hold them together or grasp them together. And we're gonna rise up for low crescent. This really stretches your psoas all right here and really gets you moving, everything stretching. I count this as a full body stretch. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here, really emphasizing the breath through the stomach. Wonderful. And then on our exhale, we're gonna take half splits pose. So on our exhale, extend this front knee. You can stay up like this, curling the toes toward your face, or we can dip down and get a good hamstring stretch. This is why I love the way you can manipulate the traditional sun salutation to get a whole body stretch. You go through 3 of these as a warm-up to your workout routine, and you're gonna be feeling good because we're hitting everything. Big breath in and out. And then our next inhale, bend that front knee and just slide back forward, hands on the mat for a nice hip flexor stretch. And then once again, come back into plank pose. Lower down through chaturanga, however you choose. Up dog or cobra. Wonderful. And then exhale, send it back for down dog. Wonderful. From here, we're just breathing 2 deep breaths. If you want to walk your dog, walk your dog. Beautiful. And then we're going to take that left foot, step between our hands, lower the back knee, hands come together, rise up, low crescent on the left. Big breath in and out, emphasizing the psoas stretch. And then on our next exhale, extend that front knee, dive forward, or stay up tall, whatever feels best for you, and get a nice hamstring stretch. Wonderful. And then we're going to inhale, sink forward, plant our hands, right foot comes up to meet the left, forward fold. Hopefully you feel a little bit more stretchiness in those hamstrings. That's why I love manipulating sun salutation or traditional one. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Beautiful. So those are kind of our traditional sun salutations, the way you can manipulate them. There's so many different ways. Check out all of the videos. I do a traditional sun salutation in every single video as our warm-up, but I just change them a little bit by how I choose to move the body. But as long as you have those basic foundations, you can really manipulate it pretty well. So we're gonna jump into Sun Salutation A now, which is really more of a quick burner. There's like 2 poses in it, maybe a few more, but very simple, very easy, and it's the best way. It's very equivalent to a burpee in like CrossFit. So if you love burpees, you love Sun Salutation A. Wonderful. So again, at the top of our mat, our feet are as close or as far apart as what we want. We're going to inhale, rise up, arms come up by our ears, exhale, forward fold. We're gonna take a halfway lift, so your hands can stay on the mat or you can place them on your shins. Halfway lift, expand that spine, pretend like you're poking your head as far forward as you can get. And then exhale, forward fold. You're gonna plant your hands and you're gonna step back for plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. So this one's quick, easy. You look at your hands. This is where you hear the hop, step, or float. So if you wanna make it like a burpee, you look at your hands and you hop to the front of your mat, or you can walk it to the top of your mat. And then again, hands on your shins, halfway lift on your inhale, exhale, forward fold, inhale, tall mountain. So that one's pretty quick and easy. I very rarely adjust that one, but I usually throw about 3 to 5 in there to get our heart rate up. So let's go ahead and just go through a few of these, and we'll start out a little slow, and we'll move into a few faster. So inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back for plank pose. Lower down through chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and send it back for down dog. Beautiful. In down dog, take 2 breaths, pedal it out if you see fit. And then when you're ready, you can look at your hands and you can hop, step, or float to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Big breath in and out. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Wonderful. So show you a slight variation to it now if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. So inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then this time you can hop back. You just shoot your feet straight back and come into plank pose. Lower down through chaturanga. up dog, and down dog. Wonderful. And again, you can hop, step, or float to the top of your mat. You're just gonna exhale and come to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Good. So that one's really like, you're getting things moving. Cardio is pretty much for that one. You call it a burpee, you call it Sun Salutation A, whatever you would like to call that one. That one I really like just to get our bodies prepped and moving, because then we're gonna hit now Sun Salutation B. Sun Salutation B tends to have a lot more movement patterns in it. We hit a lot more poses. We hit chair pose, we hit warrior one on both sides, a chaturanga, and up dog, down dog, and then back to the front for a chair pose. So really like Sun Salutation B, but it takes a little bit more memorization. So we're gonna go through it real slow, and then we'll show you some ways to transition it and really be able to make it your own. Wonderful. So at the top of your mat, you're going to inhale, rise up, tall mountain. On your exhale, your hands can stay up by your ears. We're gonna bring it to your chest. I prefer by the ears. We're gonna sink into chair pose. Your feet can be as close or as far apart as you want. What's most important is we're in this chair pose and we have a neutral spine. No arching, no tucking the tailbone. We're just kind of leaving it in a neutral spine and our hands are up by our ears. We usually hold this first chair pose for a little bit to really get the thighs a-burning. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift once again. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back for plank pose. Lower down through chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Wonderful. In down dog, we're gonna ground through the left foot. We're gonna take that right foot, step it between our hands. Then we're gonna take this left back arch and just slightly turn it so it's almost perpendicular with our mat. We're gonna rise up for a warrior one. Beautiful. So in warrior one, slightly different than like warrior two in the fact that we're facing forward. Warrior two is here, warrior one, we're facing forward. This is a phenomenal hip capsule and hip flexor stretch. We're hitting all of these muscles right here. So you can really feel it in this warrior one. If you have too much torque on that hip, you just take that arch and turn it a little bit more to 45-degree angle. If you don't want so much on your hips, if you want more on your hips, you turn it and sink into it. Great, so from here, we're just gonna exhale, our hands to the mat, step back for plank pose or tabletop, lower down through chaturanga, up dog, or down, and then to down dog. Beautiful. Now we're gonna ground through our right foot, take that left foot, step it between our hands, turn that back arch, rise up, warrior one on the left. Beautiful. Again, take that arch wherever it's comfortable. If you feel like you have some hip flexor or hip lack of mobility, the warrior sequence, particularly warrior one to warrior two, can help to open that up. So this is why I like Sun Salutation B, is we're really getting a good hip flexor, but a good hip capsule mobility with motion. Great, and then we're gonna take our hands to the mat, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Big breath in and out. And then you're gonna look at your hands, you're gonna hop, step, or float to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then we're gonna come inhale straight into chair pose. Arms up by our ears. Big breath in and out. Holding that. And then inhale, rise all the way up, tall mountain. Wonderful. So that's our traditional Sun Salutation B. It's a really good warm-up. You start hitting it hard and you really start to get it moving. Combine that with Sun Salutation A first. Your cardio's up, then you're hitting a little bit of mobility and strength. So we're gonna go through it one more time, and then I'm gonna show you some transitions and the ability to kind of mix it up and make it your own. So inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Big breath in and out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hop, stepper, float back to plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Up dog, and down dog. Ground through that left foot, take that right foot between your hands, turn the back arch, warrior one on the right. Big breath in and out. And then when you're ready, hit the mat, hands to the mat, high plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Ground through the right foot, take that left foot, step in between our hands, turn the back arch, warrior one on the left. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Hands to the mat, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Great, and then when we're ready, we can hop, step, or float to the top of the mat. So, to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hold for breath. And then inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Beautiful. Sun Salutation B. Great workout. So now we're going to show you some transitions just to kind of mix and match it up, make it more challenging. So we're going to hit a few different stretches. We're going to, what we call flip our dog. So we'll go through this. Some of it takes some strength, so don't get discouraged if you're not hitting it just yet. Take some time. But I'd just like to show you the different ways that you can really make this your own. So inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Hold for breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back for plank pose. Lower down through chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Wonderful. So from here, we're going to ground through the left foot. We're going to take that right foot and send it straight back and really contract those glutes. And then you're going to step between your hands, turn that back arch, rise up, warrior one. So one transition you can do is you take this left hand, place it behind your thigh, and really sink backwards for a good psoas stretch. Breathing in and out through the stomach, sinking into that front knee a little bit more. This really strengthens the thigh and stretches out the whole psoas. Beautiful, and then come back to a traditional warrior one. Big breath in and out, and then hands to the mat. High to low we flow, chaturanga as we go. Up dog and down dog. Good. Now we're going to ground through the right foot, send that left straight back, contract the glutes, step between our hands, turn the back arch, rise up, warrior one. Good. Right hand comes back to the back of the right thigh, and we sink backwards for a nice big back bend, really enjoying the stretch of the psoas. Sorry, every time I stretch my psoas, I lose my breath, so I can't talk as well. Beautiful. Rise back up, warrior one, hands to the mat, high to low we flow. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Beautiful. We can look at our hands and we can hop, step, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Big breath in and out. And then inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Whew, that got me ready to roll. So we're gonna hit one more variation of the Sun Salutation A, and then we're gonna throw them all together so you can see how they kind of work together. Wonderful. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Big breath in and out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop, step, or float back to chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Beautiful. So in this one, we're going to ground through the left foot. We're going to send that right straight back. Then we're going to do what we call stacking the hips. So bend the knee and turn those hips up towards the ceiling. This is a great hip opener. If you want to challenge yourself and you feel like you have the strength and the flexibility, we flip our dog by bringing that right foot to the ground, and we turn our left foot for basically a upside down dog. We're gonna hold it here, big breath in and out, contracting the glutes the whole time. Beautiful. And then we're gonna turn back over into three-legged dog. Step that right foot between our hands, turn the back arch, rise up, warrior one. Wonderful. Now we can take a full back bend, both arms come back, and we stretch through that front body. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Beautiful. Ground through the right foot, send that left straight back, bend the knees, and open the hips. You can stay here, or again, flip your dog, contract the glutes, and you stay here for a breath. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. And then flip it back to three-legged dog. Step between your hands with that left foot, turn the back arch, rise up, warrior one, and back bend. Big breath in and out. Hands to the mat, high to low we flow, chaturanga as we go. Meet at down dog. Beautiful. In down dog, look at your hands, hop, step, or float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Beautiful. Rise up, tall mountain. Beautiful. So from here, we're gonna throw them all together, see how they go as a flow, and then you have your introductory sun salutations. You can make your own flow as you go. Wonderful. So traditional sun salutation. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, take that left foot, step it back, lower the back knee. Hands can stay on the mat or rise up to a runner's lunge. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. Hands to the mat, step back for plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left foot steps between our hands, lower the back knee, uncurl the toes. Hands can stay on the mat or rise up, runner's lunge. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. Hands to the mat. And then bring that right foot up to meet the left, forward fold to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Beautiful. Sun salutation, normal, traditional, whichever one you want to go for. Now let's hit A. Exhale, forward fold, hands to your shin, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hop, step, or float, back to plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. From here, look at your hands, hop, step, or float, to the top of the mat, forward fold, exhale, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, tall mountain, get a little back bend. Wonderful, we're gonna go through that one more time. Get our cardio moving. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, hop, step, or float, back to plank, lower down through chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Wonderful. Look at your hands. Hop, step, or float to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Whoo, cardio is working. Wonderful. Now Sun Salutation B. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Holding. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back for plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Beautiful. From here, ground through your left foot. Take your right foot, step between your hands. Turn that back arch. Warrior one, rise up on the right. Big breath in and out. Hands to the mat. Plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, take that left foot, step between our hands, turn that back arch, rise up, warrior one on the left, big breath in and out. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look at our hands, hop, step, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hold for a breath. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Hands to our chest or our heart center. Whew, wonderful. So that takes care of our sun salutations from traditional A and B, and you could throw them all together. There's so many transitions that we can do. For right now, we're gonna meet in the seated position, get back to our normal breath, and we'll call it a day on the mat. So you can lay full down and take your Shavasana, your corpse pose, or just in a seated position. So big breath in and out, wherever you choose to be. We're gonna just take 5 breaths here. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. All right, guys, take your Shavasana if you want. If you want to try those all over again, just replay the video. Otherwise, we'll see you here next time on the mat. Remember, Namaste Beaches. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me on the mat today. That was really more of a teaching flow rather than a workout flow. But if you take that last sequence of just really putting all 3 of the sun salutations together, you can get a really good workout. One of my favorite workouts is called, I call it my burner. And you just do those 3 over and over again for 15 minutes without stopping as much as possible. And you feel it at the end. It's a good workout. But you will see those in basically every single yoga flow. You will see them in every single one of mine. They're simple to remember, they're easy to manipulate, and they really hit every single body part from your arms to your abs, to your glutes, to your lower legs, and everything in between. So I highly recommend taking a look at these videos and really, or these flows, and really just memorizing them. And that way you can, you have a quick warm up at the gym if you just do sun salutation traditional for 5 minutes. You hit hip flexors, arms, everything. Highly recommend it. If you'd like to see any more type of little simple flows and workouts, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully we see you next time here on the mat. And remember, Namaste Beaches.